Don't ever forget.
Don't ever forget that Martin Luther King received the Nobel Peace Prize on this fateful day of October 14, 1964. He was the young laureate of the Nobel Peace Prize at the age of 35. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta in 1929, the son of a Baptist minister. He received a doctorate in theology and in 1955 organized the first major protest of the civil rights movement. The successful Montgomery bus boycott, influenced by Mohandas Gandhi, he advocated nonviolent civil disobedience to racial segregation. The peaceful protests he led throughout the American South were often met with violence. But King and his followers persisted, and their nonviolent movement gained momentum. A powerful orator, he appealed to Christian and American ideals and won growing support from federal government and northern whites. In 1963, he led his massive march in Washington, in which he delivered his famous "I Have a Dream" address. In 1963, 250,000 demonstrators marched to the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, where King gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. The following year, President Johnson got a law passed prohibiting all racial discrimination. And in 1964, the civil rights movement achieved two of its greatest successes: the ratification of the 24th Amendment, which abolished the poll tax, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibited racial discrimination in employment and education and outlawed racial segregation in public facilities. In October 16 of that year, King was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. He donated the prize money, valued at $54,600, to the civil rights movement. But King had powerful opponents. The head of the FBI, John Edgar Hoover, had him placed under surveillance as a communist, and when King opposed the administration's policy in the Vietnam War, he fell into disfavor with the president. It has still not been ascertained whether King's murderer acted on his own or was part of a conspiracy in April 1968, when he was murdered by a white racist named James Earl Ray. There are several theories about the murder of Martin Luther King. First was in December 1993. Lloyd Jowers, a white man from Memphis with business interests in the vicinity of the assassination site, appeared on ABC's Primetime Live. He had gained attention by claiming that he had conspired with the mafia and the federal government to kill King. According to Jowers, Ray was a scapegoat and was not directly involved in the shooting. Jowers claimed that he had hired someone to kill King as a favor for a friend in the mafia, Frank Liberto, a produce merchant who died before 1993. Second is the Coretta Scott King versus Lloyd Jowers, wherein in 1997, King's son Dexter met with Ray and asked him, "I just want to ask you for the record, did you kill my father?" Ray replied, no, I didn't." And King told Ray that he, along with the King family, believed him. The King family urged that Ray be granted a new trial. In 1999, the family filed a civil case against Jowers and unnamed co-conspirators for the wrongful death of King. The case, Coretta Scott King et al. Versus Lloyd Jowers et al., case number 97242, was tried in the Circuit Court of Shelby County, Tennessee, from November 15 to December 8, 1999. Despite all these controversies, Martin Luther King contributed a lot in terms of promoting the rights and welfare of the black people. And please, don't ever forget that he shed and paid with his own blood this great cause of uplifting the lives of the black people. And don't you ever forget also to like and subscribe and push that notification bell.
Don't ever forget